No, maybe not. Oh, it's a bass. Holy crap. He was right there sitting by it. There might be a couple of them right there, actually. That's a nice one. So I promise this is not a sick joke, but yes, that is snow. We've probably gotten about 2.5, maybe 3 inches of snow. It is April 18th. And like I said, this is not a joke. Guys, this Michigan spring has been absolutely crazy. I wanted to take the night route this afternoon, but I just didn't want to deal with all the roads, grime, and slush, and dealing with a dirty, wet, nasty boat. So guess what? We're bank fishing today. So hope you guys are doing well. My name's Jay Ball, Blue Jays Outdoors. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, we're out here going to do some bank fishing on one of my favorite local lakes. Going to keep it pretty simple. I got a Chomper's jig, a 3/8 ounce football jig. I've got a squirrelbill crankbait. I've got a rip and wrap, a jerk bait, and then a chatterbait. So 4 baits. I've got 1 small tackle box. We're going to throw my waders on, and we're going to try to do some bank fishing. I've struck out the last, I think, 3 or 4 times bank fishing this past season. So hopefully, even though it's 32 degrees out and snowing, that I can get on a decent bite. So really appreciate you guys hanging out with me during this video. Let's see if we can't catch some mid-April pre-spawn bass in the snow from the bank. So stay tuned. So I changed my mind. I'm going to bring the jerk bait. We got the Smithwick jerk bait. We've got the Chomper's 3/8 ounce jig. And then we have got the Z-Man chatterbait. And isn't that pink braid from Beyond Braid really pretty? Man, guys, this stuff casts awesome. I've been using braid for a long time. And the castability of this new Beyond Braid, this pink camo Beyond Braid. You guys know I'm a huge fan of pink. That's why I'm using the pink camo. But yeah, this stuff is money. So definitely got to get you some of this stuff. Well, this particular body of water that I'm fishing today, I fished here before, but the water level is normal, so they dammed it back up. So I'm not sure where these fish are, but what I'm going to do is start with the Z-Man chatterbait, put some of the JB or the Lure Lipstick crawfish jelly on the inside of the blade there, and we're just going to start out here by casting the shoreline. Staying a little bit shallow, but there's some rock and some gravel and some weeds out here. So I don't know if these fish are going to be deep because of this cold weather, or if they're going to be up here in the shallows. I'm not sure. So we're going to just easily step in the water, not make a bunch of noise. I'm going to start fan casting this whole area, and then eventually what I'll do is I'll work a little bit deeper where the drop off is with the jig. But like I said, I've struck out here last, I don't know, 3 or 4 times bank fishing, so I don't know where these fish are at, but we'll find them. Stay tuned. All right, friends, pals and gals, switching up to the Chomper's jig. I'm going to take the Lure Lipstick crawfish jelly, just like you guys have seen me before. I bought this bottle from Meyer. It's a nice little squeeze bottle. I like using this because I can dip the brush guard, just like you guys see there. Get a nice good coating of that waxworm, or that wax crawfish jelly on there. And yeah, guys, bass just cannot resist this as long as they're here. So that's how I apply Lure Lipstick crawfish jelly to a jig. Let's see if we can catch something. So working a jig is pretty simple. I like to do something a little bit different, just because this water's so cold. I like dragging it along the bottom. I don't like popping it, you know. You want to try to make this thing imitate a crawfish as much as possible. So I'm just going to slowly drag it across the bottom. I'm not really working it that much, but I'm letting them tentacles or them claws do their thing. I'm making it act like a crawfish as far as the movement goes. It smells like a crawfish because of the crawfish Lure Lipstick jelly, and it looks like a crawfish. It's got to be a crawfish. So I'm just dragging this jig down along this deep edge where these fish will kind of stage. I think they kind of stay in this area sometimes just because they got access to deep water when these Michigan cold fronts roll through like we're seeing now. So it sounds all well and good. I just need to catch one to prove to you guys what I'm talking about, but yeah, we'll find one. Just hang on. I treat this Lure Lipstick crawfish jelly like hot sauce for some people. I put it on everything, even my Smithwick jerk baits. So I know Smithwick baits are probably made for trolling, but I really like them for jerk baits. So let's see if we can get these fish to cooperate. This does float. Yep, perfect. All right, so let's see if they want a jerk bait. Might not, but one way to find out. Typically they do this time of year. Jerkbait, spinnerbait, typically reaction. These fish have got the feed bags on for the spawn. But this weather, man, I swear, everything's about a week and a half. This is probably gonna make everything about 2 weeks late. Then of course in 3 days it's gonna be 70 degrees. So yeah, figure that out. Here's a question for you. Would you rather be camping or would you rather be fishing? How about both? Do I bring the jerkbait or do I just stick with the good old reliable crankbait? I'm just gonna take the chatterbait, switch it up to the pink chatterbait with the brush beaver from EA Bait Company, dipped in pink spike dye. And then the Straight King KVD. I don't know what square bill this is. This isn't a square bill. It's got this short bill. It's kind of like a wake bait. I don't know. But yeah, let's give this a try. See if this works. Look at how much snow there is on the ground. I should make a snowman. Maybe I should do that. Maybe good luck, make a snowman and put a fishing pole next to him. We'll see. Maybe the third spot is the charm. I fished the deep water drop off next to the edge of a flat with nothing, and I just got done fishing the beach with no luck. Lost my chatterbait. I'll tell you guys that story another time. So now I'm going to focus on the deep creek canal that is in this lake with a jig and a lipless crankbait. So here we go. Oh man, there's a fish right there, dang it. Crap. Taking off my line. Rookie mistake. Wow, those are bluegills. Gotta be. No, maybe not. Oh, it's a bass. Holy crap. He was right there sitting by it. There might be a couple of them right there, actually. That's a nice one. Heck yeah. Finally. Chomper's jig to the rescue, guys. I have been struggling like you would not believe. And check out this nice, beautiful pre-spawn largemouth on that Chomper's jig. Guys, check that out. Beautiful, beautiful post or pre-spawn fish. I thought it was a bluegill because he kept hitting it, and then just I couldn't get him to connect. But man, we'll get a couple pictures of him and get him back in the water. Get her back in the water. She's nice and fat. Look at that. She's got a big old belly on her. Nice, beautiful pre-spawn fish. Thank you for playing. All right, till next time. Bye-bye. That was crazy. I thought that was a bluegill. That fish must have hit 3 times. I just couldn't. Maybe there's a couple of them there. I don't know. She's like right here next to shore. So maybe I'm onto something. Oh, crap. My brush guard came off my jig. I might need to go get another jig now. A little tip and trick for you, some bonus footage. So with anything that's got a powder coating on it or has got a really thick coating on the eye, I actually tie a polymer knot. This knot doesn't slip when you've got these really slick surfaces. So to tie a polymer knot, I just thread the line through the eye, and then I create a big loop and I bring the line back through. You do use a little bit of line on this knot, but you want to pull your tag ends. So you got this nice loop here. And then all you're gonna do is do an overhand knot. Okay, so you're gonna grab this tag end, you got the loop end here. You're gonna make a big overhand knot or big overhand knot. That's all you're doing. So once you create that loop, you're gonna put this loop through here, and you're gonna take that same loop you just brought through there and you're gonna wrap it around the jig. Okay, then you're gonna wet it down. Okay, and you're just gonna pull it tight. And I really like using this jig again for anything that's got a really thick coating on it, so swim jigs, jigs, anything like that. So you're just gonna tighten that down, wrap around, cut your tag end off. Again, you lose a little bit here, but the end of the day, this is a really, really strong knot. So there you go. That's how I tie my polymer knot for any of my jigs and my swim jigs, anything. Again, it's got a really thick coating on the eyelet itself. I have myself potentially in a little bit of a predicament. I don't have any more chunks, and this is my only jig I brought with me. So odds are this is going to be the hot bait, and I'm going to lose it. Yep, there was one in here. Get him up the bank. Look at that. Haha. Nice. Tromper's jig. Still putting the work in. Bank fishing in the middle of April. Snow on the ground. Bass love it. Let's get a picture and get him back in the water. Now, one thing I was going to mention to you guys too is you want to be quiet when you're bank fishing, because these fish can hear you walking, pounding around, making a bunch of noise. So I'm way up on the side of this hill, and I don't want to just throw this fish back. I want to just gently get him back in the water, because there could be more in here. I don't want to make a ton of ruckus, so we're just gonna maybe he'll go back. Hopefully. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he is. Oh, that's a nice fish. Ooh, that's a nice one. Here we go. Tromper's jig is, oops. That's a nice fish, guys. Let me show you my camera adjusted. Sorry. There. Nice fish. Nice fish. About a good 2.5, 3 pounder. Dragging it right along the shoreline. Oh yeah, look at that chunk, guys. Look at that chunk. Beautiful, beautiful pre-spawn largemouth. Look at her. I think she had a little bit of a, I thought she had a leech on her or something, but man, that's a nice, healthy fish. Drug it right over that log over there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but definitely have to get a picture of her. But man, look at this fish. Beautiful, chunky pre-spawn. Oh yeah, there's a leech right there. I'm gonna get that off of her. Let's get some pictures and get this fish back. All right, let's get this big, healthy girl back in the water so she can get ready for the spawn. So I take my time, be nice and gentle with her. Like you can see that little lipstick crawfish jelly coming out of her mouth. Stuff is potent. There she goes. There's another one. Same spot. Same spot, guys. Another nice fish. Heck yeah. Awesome. Gosh, I love freaking jig fishing in the spring. Exact same spot as the last fish. Oh man, another beautiful, beautiful pre-spawn female. Nice, thick. And I love that Tromper's jig. Just get her back in the water. Bye-bye. I'm trying to be quiet. There's a log right down here. I want to try to fish, and I don't want to make a bunch of noise trying to get down here. See, you come stomping through here, making a bunch of noise, especially with these fish being so shallow. They'll hear you. I just want to fish my way out. I don't want to cast all the way out. I want to work the structure back. I don't want to catch a fish way out and then spook all the fish that are up closer potentially. So there's a little bank fishing tip and trick for you if you're new into bank fishing. You want to fish close to shore and then work your way out. And that gives you a chance to fish the structure and not drag fish through it if there's multiple fish stacked up on a piece of structure. I got hung up in this tree right here and there was one laying here. Oh man. Well, there's number 5 on the jig. Got some pretty cool markings on her. Check that out. She's got one right there. She's got one right there. And I thought she had, yep, she's got a leech on it too. We're going to get that leech off of there. And let's just get her back in the water. Nice and gentle like. Bye-bye. Now there might be another one back here. Let's see if we can get another one. I got hung up in this tree right here. And I was trying to get my line out of it, and she hit it. So what I'm noticing, I'll mention it if it happens. Nope. I was gonna say that where there's one, there's two, but that's not always the case. All right, well, sorry, lighting might be a little bit bad. It's getting dark. So yeah, I was glad we put together a little bit of a pattern there at the end with the Chompers jigs, that 3/8 ounce football jig. I think it's like a brown and orange, and then that's a green pumpkin rage tail chunk that I dip in pink spike it dye to make the claws orange. And I was coating the brush guard and the claws with the lure lipstick crawfish jelly. And yeah, we caught 5 fish, some pretty decent ones. I think maybe the biggest one was about 2.5, maybe 2 3/4. Don't think it was quite 3. But yeah, I mean, there's snow on the ground. There's probably 2.5, 3 inches of snow. It's 32 degrees out. I'm hungry. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going back to the house to have dinner with Mrs. Blue Jay. So really hope you guys enjoy this content. Don't be afraid to stick your nose out in these nasty conditions. My hands are froze. I'm wet, I'm cold, but you know, I caught 5 fish. This is the best day of bag fishing I've had all year. So don't be afraid to go out and stick your nose on these bad conditions, because it can definitely pan out. You can strike out, but when it's good, it's good. So really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys like this kind of content. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for all your support. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks, and we'll catch you in the water next time.